My name's David Lee. I've been brewing for about 4 years, I say. I've gotten a lot more serious just recently, though. I'm brewing an American wheat, but it's like an over-hopped version of an American wheat. I've been an active member of North Texas Homebrewers Association for about 2 years. My favorite beers to drink are pale ales. I'm a pretty simple guy. My favorite beer all time is Dale's Pale Ale. I like to drink Deschutes Mirror Pond. I just feel like those have a little bit more body to them than, let's say, a lager or something like that, a light lager, but they are still refreshing. Growing up, my father drank a lot of light lager. His favorite beer to drink is Busch Light, and he would give it to me when I was younger, not to drink a can, but to have a sip or something occasionally, and I just couldn't stand it. I mean, it made me not like beer. The first time I tried a sour beer, and it blew my mind that beer could be a beer, that you could take bacteria or infect something and still be drinkable and taste delicious. And then that grain, it kind of acts like a filter. So as I was pulling it out, I pulled some out and poured it back on top. I started out as on a Mr. Beer kit, which was primarily extract. I kind of jumped right into doing partial because I had watched some YouTube videos on brewing, and it seemed like the right way to go to get a little bit more flavor into the beer. Just put it right back. I just recently started competing in competitions, and my first competition ever that I entered into was Bluebonnet. It was an interesting competition to enter into because I was also doing the data at the time for Bluebonnet. I started brewing. It was a gift, and I thought it was something cool to do. I could make my own beer, and at the time I had been trying a lot of beer styles, so I thought it'd be really interesting to be able to make my own creation. Just what you can do with 4 ingredients. I mean, it blows my mind that I can take some hops, barley, water, and yeast, and depending on temperature, depending on how I mashed it, or any number of variables, it's going to be totally different. Hey, look at that, it's 1040, so I think we might be able to hit 1050. When I brew something, I typically try to stick to the style guidelines. I read about the style, I go online and I look at other people's recipes, I formulate my recipe based on what was traditionally used, or maybe a recipe that I found online for a clone. I do like doing clone recipes a lot because I drink a particular beer and I really like it and I want to make it again. So I'll go look up what the clone is, and then I will try to tweak it a little bit. I want to make it my own. And so I'll try to enhance it or maybe change it up. I think that my main goal is to just make beer and share it with my friends. I enjoy entering into competitions. It's fun, but it's not something that I feel obligated to do. And I often think that, it can be expensive to enter in all my beers into competitions. When it comes to the brewing, I just kind of start something. If things don't go out the way that I want them to do, I'll just adjust and tweak it as I'm going. Out comes the cold water that you want. So like I'll put my beer in here hot as hell from boiling, and it'll come out cool. That's what I needed to do. The best beer I ever made, in my opinion, is the porter that I made. I just love the flavor of it. I think it's amazing. Tastes great. I could drink 10 gallons of it easy. The biggest influence for me, and the person I look to as a mentor is in our club, is Chuck Hamola. Chuck's just easy guy to get along with, great guy to bounce ideas off of. I consistently go to Chuck for just any type of questions about brewing or anything that I'm not sure about. Chuck is just a wealth of knowledge in brewing, and I can't thank him enough for everything that he's done to help me to just build up my skills and just to being a good friend. If I could give a tip or something to help a new person coming on to brewing, it would be to just tap into the resources, be resourceful, go out there and watch these videos, go online and ask questions, look at a YouTube video. There's a ton of information out there on brewing, and it's very easy. I mean, you can start with a Mr. Beer kit and make something that's drinkable, and it's just going to make you want to make more beer.